Thanks for listening to the Good Enough Wellness Podcast. What are you doing?
What?
Aren't you going to say, oh, I haven't
It's you.
Aren't you going to say, I'm Kayla? I feel like we should put this at the end.
You can.
Recompose myself. Thanks for listening to the Good Enough Wellness Podcast.
You're Kayla.
And you're Emily.
And we're passionate about holistic wellness that real people with real lives can achieve.
We see you out there striving for...
See? That's a hard line.
It is. We see you out there striving for perfection, but we want you to know that good enough can be good enough.
You're listening to an unnumbered episode, our audio Christmas card
Also
to you.
unhinged.
We've had a session, we've had a recording session, and when we don't make sense anymore. But we just wanted to let you guys know that there's no official episode release this week. We wanted to take a little bit of time to catch our breaths and spend time with our families. We just want to say Merry Christmas to you all, and thanks for coming on this journey with us.
Yes, thank you so much. You are a gift to us.
Why are you so robotic? You are a gift to us.
I don't have emotion left in me, I guess, at this point. Just laughter and robot.
We still got to drive home. This is going to be fun. But we have learned so much this year. You've come on quite the journey with us of figuring out how to record something and how to edit something and how to work Canva and put things on Instagram. And we've just
run a Patreon.
Yeah, we've just learned so much, and we're so excited about next year. I hope you come with us. We're going to learn more things together. We're going to explore more things. We're going to have more nuanced conversations about nuanced topics, and we're just really excited. I hope you are coming along for the journey, and just Merry Christmas to you and yours.
Yes.
And just a note for the next 2 episodes, we decided to swap them after we recorded them. So one will say one number, but it's really a different number. And then one will say the other number, but it's actually a different number. And then we'll say, hey, we're going to talk about this next week, but really you've already heard it and it's going to be fine. Everybody just relax.
Yes. We just decided after the fact, we were like, oh, these make more sense to swap them in order. So we just decided to swap it and roll with it because you know what? Good enough can be good enough.
It can be good enough, and it's our podcast. We get to decide.
Yep. And it's gonna be good enough.
It's gonna be good enough. And if you're missing us this week, because I'm sure you are, don't forget we have a Patreon, and it's still free. And we have all kinds of bonus content over there. We have a live podcast we did. We have download worksheets. We have all kinds of fun stuff. So get in there, and we can have some conversations.
There will be a show notes post for this episode, so please come on there. Share with us what you're doing to celebrate this season, and just we want to hear from you. You're part of our family too, our extended Good Enough Wellness family, and we would love to hear from you. And yeah, come say hi and Merry Christmas.
Yes. Thank you for listening to the Good Enough Wellness Podcast. I was going to say something else. What was I going to say?
I don't know.
It glitched. Thank you for listening to the Good Enough Wellness Podcast.
To learn more about my one-on-one packages, join my mailing list and follow me on Instagram at Kayla King Wellness.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Good Enough Wellness Podcast feed wherever you listen to podcasts. You don't want to miss an episode.
Follow us on Instagram at Good Enough Wellness Podcast to learn about upcoming episodes and join our free Patreon to interact with the Good Enough community.
The Good Enough Wellness Podcast, because good enough can be good enough.
Well, that's good enough for me.
Me too. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.